Don't do it. Do not do it. I'm sure if you're like a bunch of other people and you're thinking about selling your house or it's on the market and you're either going to hire an agent and you're trying to figure out what to price it at, you're doing it 100% wrong. And this is going to help you by doing that, it's going to help you lose a lot of money. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the number one thing you can do to get the most money for your home. So let's break it down, okay? So typically what a person does is, or an agent does, if they're putting a house on the market and they're trying to figure out the price, what they do is they look at previous sales, otherwise known as comps, comparable sales, competitive sales, whatever you want to call it. They're going to look at the proper. So I'll give you an example. So this is an example that just happened with us. And I'm going to use that example. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to break down a few things, and you're going to get a much better idea of how to do it. It's better to share with you how to do it than just to tell you about it. So let's give you this example. So say you have a home on the market and say it's in South Beach. You have a property in South Beach, it's in a condo. Say it's on the 20 something floor and it has two bedrooms and you have a waterfront view. Typically, what people would do is they would look at previous sales. So they would look at what sold in that building recently. So if we did that in this case, so let me give you the subject property. The subject property is on the 23rd floor. It is two bedrooms, one bath. It's 1,100 square feet, and it has ocean view and city view and intercoastal view. Okay. This property is 1,100 plus square feet, and it's in South Beach. So the person looking for this, so this agent or the seller that would be trying to figure out what price to price this at would look at something that sold recently in the building, usually. So in this case, this there was something that sold in this building for 480 in April. So it sold for 480 in April. So that's a pretty recent comp, right? Since we're in April. I think today is the I just cheated. I looked at my phone. Today's April 27th. So on April 27th, if we had a comparable sale in the building, um, and it was 480, and you have a property that is selling same square footage, similar things. There's some things better about this property than the other one, but not significantly better. Okay. So typically people would look at that comparable sale, then they would look at, what's on the market in the building. They would look at what expired properties that came on the market that sold that not that sold came on the market that didn't sell, that people tried to sell and it was too much or whatever. The thing is, the agent or the seller will put the absolute most weight on the recent sale. They're gonna say, okay, that's 480. This property is a little bit nicer. And we're in an appreciating market. Maybe add 20, 30 grand to it. Maybe 40, say 50 grand, whatever it is. So instead of 480, we make it at 530. If you see a cat walk across in front of me, it's my cat. It's Ollie. He likes to participate. And I think he's going to learn how to price as well today. Hopefully you do too. So anyways, I'm going to share my screen with you. This is what you should do instead. The biggest mistake a real estate agent makes or a home seller makes is they look at things like a seller, not like a buyer. If you are a seller, you're going to look at comps. You're going to do the exact exercise that I told you to do. If you're a real estate agent, unless you're very, very different. I would say 99.9% of the agents price the way I just told you how they do. Weight heavily on the comparable sale that closed most recently and in the building. Okay. So we had this property and we're trying to figure out what should we price it at. Something closed for 480 recently, and what should it close for? I mean, what should we price it at? So the first thing you got to do is you got to pretend you're a buyer. So in case you're looking at the screen and you're like, what the heck is this? This is like behind the scenes. This is like what a realtor uses. It's called the MLS. So all the data in this will I guess auto populate in like Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, Trulia, and all the other websites, Compass, and all those other ones. So in this case, I'm just doing a search here because it's easier for me. So a customer, so in this example, if we have that two-bedroom property with 1,100 square feet in South Beach that has a water view on the 23rd floor, if someone is looking for that property, usually, generally, the highest percentage of people would probably be doing their search this way. First of all, they're going to look for condos. They're going to look for a condo. It's in Miami-Dade County. 33139 is a zip code of Miami Beach, and they'll probably do 33140. These are Miami Beach. Oh, let me fix this. I'm not great with this. Okay, cool. So 33139, 33140, that's Miami Beach. So if I go to at least two bedrooms plus, one bathroom plus, and then I go to at least 1,000 square feet, even though it's like 1,190 square feet, even though it's almost, I think it's 1,123 square feet actually, even though it's over 1,100 square feet, the person's not gonna probably look for 1,100 square feet when they're doing their search, that buyer. They're probably gonna be looking at least 1,000 square feet. So I'll put 1,000 plus. They are probably going to look for something waterfront. Waterfront is yes. Then they are going to probably put a price. So if they saw one that's at 480, and not everyone is going to be looking at the comp in that building because they don't know what building they're looking for. So they're probably going to go like, I don't know, say 450. Let me see, 450. Let's see if I can get there. 450 to like 650. Okay, they'll they'll probably have a range of stuff. Then so this number has gone dramatically down. It was like four or 500, I think, in the beginning. So there's 23 properties, but then they're probably going to say that I want to get like at least on maybe the 15th floor, even though this one's on the 23rd. Let me see. Let me find the floors. Floor. Okay, unit floor location, at least the 15th floor. And then this is what they come up with. There are only three properties for sale. So if you look at a seller and you look at the 480, yours is a little bit nicer, that doesn't really help. And if you're looking at just stuff in the building, doesn't help. But you have to narrow it down, not just like properties for sale, but you have to narrow it down like I am. At least 1,000 square feet, at least waterfront, at least at least on the 10 or 15, probably the 15th floor. 10th floor is a little bit lower. So at least the 15th floor, you have three matches. Let's take a look at the three matches that we have. First one at 600,000. This is Oceanside Plaza. It's 1,048 square feet, built in 1967. 16th floor, 16W. Let's see the pictures. Horrible pictures. Imagine, so at 600,000, the seller is paying a good commission to sell the house. And look at this. This is absolutely absurd. You can tell they use their phone to do it. They couldn't even gone like horizontal rather than vertical. Like if you're paying, I don't know, 20, 30, 40,000 in commission, would you want that to represent you? Probably not. And sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but it's not good. I'm not going to share the agent's name. Okay, so that's one of your options at 600. The next one at 620. This is the Pavilion. You're on penthouse 14. So where is that? The floor is the 18th floor. It's 1968 building, 1,290 square feet. And let's take a look at the unit. It looks pretty nice. The floors, let me see if I can make this bigger. Floor needs to be updated, which is okay. It looks like an older unit in good shape. So the views, this one is, floors look nice. That looks nice. Plenty of room in the bedroom. And you could see it's older. And then they share the about the building. You can see that was smart to put where it is, like the penthouse. Um, the location of this, so that's aerial view. Location of this is 56th and Collins. So this isn't really South Beach. This is Mid Beach. So South Beach ends like in the early 20s, maybe mid 20. Everyone says something different, but around there. So this is in a different area. If you're looking for South Beach, that's not even in South Beach. So then the last one, 4101 Pine Tree, this isn't in South Beach either. This is Mid Beach. So let's take a look at this one anyways. 1,081 square feet. It's two bedrooms, two baths, 1974, 629. Let's see how long this has been on the market. 72 days. Let's look at the other one, how long it's been on the market. This has been 317 days. And let's look at the first one. And this one has been on the market 99 days. I'm going to give you an example now of our property. So let me see if I can find it, my pending listings. Okay, so this is the one that we have pending. So we priced it at 600,000. Again, I told you the comp was 480, the comparable sale that closed in April for 480. So we priced it at 600,000. This one is two bedrooms, one and a half bath. It's 1122 square feet, built in 1975, and we had it on the market for 7 days. It's even less than that because that was included with it was over the weekend and stuff, and we weren't able to get it in pending status yet. So this is the unit. So we staged this. The person that is selling it staged it. I think they spent about $6,000 staging it. That's for 2 months. Show Homes Coral Gables, shout out to them. They always do an amazing job. Um, so this is the unit. This is the view. So it needs updates like the other one. And so the kitchen needs updated. A lot of the stuff needs updating. So anyways, we have a lot of photos. What we also do is, I'm going to share with you this. We think it's very important to have floor plans. A lot of people are coming from New York and other places in the country, and their floor plans. In Miami, you never see them. So we spend a lot of money actually using this 3D VR measuring thing to get floor plans. So we have a 2D floor plan, and then we have a 3D floor plan, and then we also have a 3D tour where you can check out the thing, where you can check out the place. Also, I wanted to share you one other thing. So before I get into what I'm going to share with you, this property last comp was 480. We priced that at 600,000. Within a week, we had 71 showings, 71 showings, and we priced it for $120,000, 25% higher than the last comp. But what's even more crazy is when you look at things like a buyer and you see the scarcity of what's on there, two things are going to happen. So one thing, you're going to get some offers that are way below the 600 because those agents are going to look at previous sales. So for that property, we got offers like for 500 because they looked at the comps. But so we got about 14 offers, give or take. And out of those offers, almost every single one of them was 600,000 or higher. This property, I can't tell you the exact amount it closes for, but it's definitely over 650 cash. And we had multiple cash offers, and we have a backup offer that's a great backup offer, two great backup offers. So the bottom line, what I'm sharing with you is if you look at things like a buyer and you look at the criteria that a buyer would look at, basically things that if you like, so let's go back a step. If you're living in a place now, whether it's a rental or a home that you purchased, and you were actually able to choose the property that you're living in. And when I say that, I'm saying like not like you're living with relatives where they picked it out, but where you actually picked out the property you're staying at. You probably did a search similar to this. You had a general idea of where you wanted to live. You wanted a certain amount of bedrooms, baths, whether it's a single family home or a condo. You wanted a certain area, you wanted a certain square footage, and maybe certain views. And then you obviously had a price range. It wasn't exactly a certain price, it was probably between two different numbers. So when you did that, you probably had things that popped up in multiple different areas or multiple different buildings. And then you chose the one that worked best for you. You saw your options, and if there were few options and you really liked it, you're probably willing to pay more because you know that there are not that many options. In this market, just to give you a quick stat, saw this recently and I posted about it in another video I did. And like, it was like, is 2022, is there going to be a market crash or not? If you haven't seen that video, make sure you watch it. I broke it down a bit, and I think I did it in a very easy way. Talk about Henrys and other things. If you don't know what a Henry is, you hear me talk about Henrys in like every video. It's a real acronym, and it's a term that you'll see in Forbes and other things. But anyways, when you look at properties and you look at things like, as far is there going to be a crash or not, you have to look at some stats. So like I was saying, I looked at a stat recently, and March of this year compared to March of last year, there were 50%, exactly 50%, not 49, not 51, but exactly 50% less properties for sale this year than last year in Miami-Dade County. And as far as the amount of, obviously you have half of the stuff to sell, so you're probably going to sell way less. But even though we had half of the homes to sell, homes and condos to sell in Miami-Dade County, we only sold 8% less. So that shows you that our lack of inventory and our demand for inventory, the lack of inventory is very high and the demand for inventory is very high. So with that said, in this market, if you just look at comps and you look at a building or a certain neighborhood, you're going to be off. You have to look at the numbers like you are a buyer, not a seller. And the same thing happens when the market is slow. If you're in a slow market and there's way too much inventory, and you look at comps, you may price your property way too high. You have to look at the buyer's options, and may in a market where there's a lot of inventory, there are going to be much more options. So your property may look worse than the last comp. And then just really quick to improve upon that, if that's your competition and there's way too much competition and stuff is way less than you want to price at, maybe wait a little bit. Wait for those properties to get absorbed by people. But anyways, in this market and every market, make sure you look at things like you are a buyer when you're selling your home. If you want our team to help you, we're the All in Miami group. We are in Miami. We work in Miami-Dade County and Broward County. Once in a while, West Palm Beach. Jade is crazy. She'll go to West Palm Beach if it makes sense. But we can do whatever you need us to do to help you get your property. We'll get significantly more money for your property, just like this property. We'll make it easy. And, if you have an agent and you don't want to work with us, that's fine. We appreciate you watching our videos. And we also talk about other things besides real estate. So if you haven't seen our videos, check them out. If you do like them, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get them as soon as they're released. Jade on the team just started a YouTube channel. She is doing a YouTube channel on like the latest new construction coming on the market. Her name is Jade Kalbacker, Kalb. Let me see if I can find her YouTube. Instead of saying it, let me see if I can find it. Because If you're looking to buy a new construction property, make sure to check out her site. She's only done 4 videos so far. She posts mostly on Instagram, but now um, she is posting, like, we have 4 new videos in less than a week. We're talking about like different properties before they're even like really released. So if you wanna subscribe to her channel, make sure you do, and definitely hit that notification bell for her, because sometimes we'll do a video and the price will go up a lot the next day. And she has ins, and she can get you into that property if you like the information. She also has a VIP list where if you subscribe to her channel or you go on Instagram and you DM her, she will send you a list of new properties that are coming out before other people usually know. So do that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Thanks so much for watching. I know my videos are always long, so for those of you that watch them all, really appreciate it. Our goal as the All in Miami group, when we do videos, we don't mind how many views we have. We don't mind how many shares we have or comments. Obviously comments are good, but as far as views, what we're our goal isn't to have the most views on YouTube. Our goal is to have a conversation like we're in the room and we're just talking about real estate and we're sharing, our stories. It doesn't have to be real estate either. That we're just sharing, we're talking to you like you're in the room. So we don't mind if only 5 or 10% see our videos, 90% of our videos. We don't mind about that other 95%. Obviously, we hope you like our videos and you watch them, but it's okay if you don't. We want to resonate with the people that resonate with us. So thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you in person one day, or if I already met you, soon again. Thanks so much. Take care. All the best. Love you.